All right, hello guys, welcome back. Um, it's time for us to get caught up on the project. So this here is it's a meeting in a sense. It's asynchronous. This is how we meet. I'm gonna share you guys a link, and so you guys can see how we work pretty much. Um, so in the folders that you guys already have access to, you'll notice that there will be a new ticket or whatever in there. Um, if you want to watch an introduction to how we work in an agile environment or whatever, you can go here, and it's about 30 minutes. The video here is about 30 minutes and or 40, and you can watch everything. I go in depth on everything that we do and how we work together, and it's a really decent video. Anyways, my name is Eddie here, if you guys don't know again, and we're gonna be taking a look at the first task. This is gonna get split up if you guys choose to. I'm gonna leave the decision to you guys because everybody have access to the asset, right? And we'll have a submission folder here. Everybody have access to this, so I'm gonna leave the decision to you guys, or you can reach out to me if you want to go at it individually. So I'm just gonna show you guys. All right, empty asset. All right, so I just imported the file, and it's in my GitHub right there, right? And this is how it's gonna be when you import it. Yep, I want to show you guys how. You guys should already have set. You guys should have set this up already. But if you are still having problem, we're gonna try to set this up together or whatnot, right? So what you want to be looking at is you want to be looking at it, the logs, the errors here, and trying to find out what's the problem. All right, so we have camera. The camera is given a problem. It said the namespace name TM Pro cannot be found, and it's missing. So what is TM Pro? If you've been using Unity, that's a better uh, uh, format, font design, and UI design text format asset. And this here was made by somebody, by a company outside of Unity. So as you can see, most of the content in Unity or content adapted by Unity have been made by uh, individuals or companies external to it. And Unity is a combination of many external projects that have come together over time, over many years. Everybody who were able to contribute were able to contribute to designing a better add-ons and extensions for the company. I mean, for the software. So, anyways, we will now try to solve that problem. You want to go and look at the package manager, and you can try to search for Test Mesh Pro. Checking my assets, there are other stuff in there, and you go to in project, there's nothing. Unity registry, and you can find some stuff here. Do TMP text. There you go. We have Text Mesh Pro right there, and you can install that. And hopefully that's resolved one of the problems. Well, a lot of problems were resolved, and now you have one issue here, right? And the issue is aim, right? This here is a targeting system that will be implemented in a project for a better gameplay experience. But it's on the back burner right now, so it's not really that important. Your main goal right now is to focus on UI, and so we're gonna look at the UI right now. All right, so we search for aim. The aim is right there. You can do just do this and bye bye aim, and you look here. There's no issue because it wasn't that important, and you just save. Once you save, it will indicate it here, and you are pretty good to go. And there's an issue, more issue raised up, but now at least you know how to resolve this issue, because aim is not important. You are focusing on UI right now, and so we're gonna do, all right, so I have aim up, aim this, aim that, and you can see here, right? So you can search for it if you want to, or you can go into Unity again and just look at the console and read the information that is there, and it will help you find the issue easily. All right, we're gonna get rid of this. We save that, and I think that should be it. We're gonna wait here. And it's gonna take a while. This here is a newly launched project, so Unity will be working slowly. Anyways, we're gonna go back here. So these files in here, you can see them. You can also download them, and but you can't really edit them um, due to how the preferences were set. Anyways, you guys will be working on UI, and we want to design a two-tip system, some that looks something like this, where you have the item name, you have item level, the item type, and you have like the various properties that the item contributes, and classes that it originates from, and stuff like that, right? The item level, uh, that's the item level, the requirement to wield it, and stuff like that, right? Before you guys get here, right? What you guys want to do, what I hope you guys have been doing the past few days, is was to review, right? The objective was to review the scripts, and most importantly, you guys should review how to navigate, uh, like how navigation works with the UI, right? When you click on a button, what's triggering that event and stuff like that, so you can understand how the scripts work, how the project works, and pretty much how Unity works in a sense. I know most of you guys have, some of you guys have experienced. There's uh, only one Unity intern with us for Unity development. Um, Again, the modelers are doing their thing, but for the most part, if somebody don't understand how something work, this is the time to be asking question early on, so that you can understand how the overall workflow goes, and that's going to help you keep up with everybody else. So when you understand that, you try to understand the references, read the names, and try to ask yourself, like, what does this mean, right? Part of writing good code is having nice names for uh, your triggers, and basically for the entire scripts, right? Naming convention matters. So try to read the names and try to see if you can understand what those means in the overall frame of things, right? So once you do that, you want to design a prototype. And again, if you guys want to work on this together, somebody can focus on making the information, the details, and whatnot. And let me look at Unity again. All right, so it looks like it already loaded. All right, so here we are designing. Um, I've stripped down the project. As you can see, a lot of things do not exist because I've stripped it down to make it smaller. The project is a lot bigger than this, over 1,000 scripts and whatnot. And I've just done my best to remove as much as possible without making it scalable, like in a sense that you guys can contribute to it without actually breaking the project. So uh, I was trying to talk about items and the details and content pretty much. So let's talk about content, right? Before we do that though, I mean, actually, we're gonna do this last. All right, so we are currently creating items, like non-fungible items, and pretty much a lot of this work is going on in the background. And I've been working on the website and pretty much trying to set up the login so that users can connect. And I think I can show this. I'm gonna cut out if it shows something bad. I'm just gonna cut it out. Anyways, I want to show you guys how this works, what I've been working on so far. So we have a custom HTTP 3 compatible protocol. We also have some stuff like Tailwind and whatever integrated into this SAS and less uh, design styling thing. And this is also a large project. And I'm gonna be working on this with hopefully more developers. I want to try to explain this and break it down so that you guys can be able to contribute to it. I know Rigo was here earlier. The project was large, and that's why it slowed down. And we're trying to focus mostly on the desktop application instead of the multi-platform web application, which this is, which is the actual engine for the metaverse project that we're designing. Um, so I'm gonna launch it. npm. I'm gonna launch this. It's gonna open a local host, and I'm gonna hide the second part when I launch it. Sorry for the flashbang. Um, Anyways, this here is the agents, that the AI agents that we've been that I programmed as protocol and the overall manager within the cloud here. And I'm gonna hide this as much as I can so that you guys don't see the security stuff. Hopefully, okay. All right, so it's initialized, and I'm trying to work on the cloud backend for periodic updates. So one of this here now, earlier, you guys, when we were testing the HTTP 3, uh, the AI protocol that I made, I did not um, add like the login system was not working properly as I wanted it to be, because you could log in once, and then once you log out, you had to wait for the overall system to shut down before you can log in again. And the overall like login and log out and connection and disconnection system is still being set up because I have to plan everything. Again, your avatars are out of singleton. If you are a programmer, you know what that means. It's a single state of truth. So for you to move your avatar from the desktop application to the multi-platform application, that overall process, it has to be in a single state experience. Like it has to happen in one time, so that you don't have replicas, and like you can manage database and all of that. uh to add the master turn on store. Don't want this. uh all right, I have a lot of stuff open here. I have the replica open, and I also have the project itself on my device. So that's a lot of space taken up. I'm being taken up. So I'm gonna delete that after. Anyways, let's test this. I already have an account. So if you have an account with NeverRage itself, you can use that same account details to log into the metaverse, the Everse elect. All right, so this overall project is called Electron, um, and it's the Everse, and we already have the Electron currency, everything coming up, and that's what we're gonna try to set up in the website itself as soon as possible for people to start testing, and you know that. So you can connect, and then you can always reconnect like this. Right, if the session. All right, so let's go here, and it's gonna show you something. Right, you can disconnect. So how this works is pretty much whenever you click on a link, on a hyperlink that will take you somewhere else, right? The application itself, the web application will uh, like terminates itself in a sense, so that you don't have um, like your detail is not being kept on the client, and so that it's secure, in a sense that when you leave, everything is shut down, and you aren't leaving traces of your identity and your password and things like that. So, and also, right, when you try to log in one more time, right, like this right now, right, the first AI agent is going to get removed, right, and a new AI agent is going to be added. Agent is replaced. Right? It seems like, and you can repeat that over and over. And whatnot, right? So, like that, every time you reconnect, it does that. And the client disconnected. So once it happens like this, I mean the agent is disconnected, and you can hopefully try to connect again like that. All right. All right. So that's that. We are gonna go back into the explanation. All right. So what you guys will be doing here is you'll be using the content for the game, um, and you'll be integrating that into the UI. So we are on crafting NFTs, and pretty much to craft an item, right, you need ingredients, right, and there are types of ingredient, heavy, light, and whatnot, and these will be available as icons in the project currently, and you guys will be able to find these icons. We have texture, this game graphics, say X, just hop straight to it. All right, 3D, nope, X. Click on that and then navigate to it. All right, so you have over 100 icons and whatnot in here, and all right, these are the icons. Right, you'll be using these icons to actually design the UI and the tooltips and things like that. So yeah, all right. So these are the information, the text description and whatnot. I've provided a simple design here. So crafting. So a normal item being crafted, it follows these steps. So you'll go out and mine crystals, and this crystal will be traded in for base NFT items, and these base items will be used to actually craft the actual equipable item that can be used by the player. Right. So again, this project been script down, right, to the very minimum, and so you go to chapters, right? These are the items in here, and you want to use these to preview the items, right? As you can see here, once you change these, you have a different item. I want when you hover over this item, it get a different tooltip. This here is a rare heavy item, right? So there should be a tooltip that look like this, but on the mouse area. That when you hover over this, it says, oh, this here is a rare axe item, and it does this amount of damage and physical damage and stuff like that. And again, tooltips, if you want to research what a tooltip is, it looks like this. If you are a Unity developer or a game developer, you should know what these things are. If you don't, you should install a game and start a test and start playing so you understand what these things are. And then you have time, right? So depending on the time and the sky zone or the skylight system, these items will have different stats and bonuses. So once you are familiar with how this works, right? The code behind it, you come here, open a UI manager, and also these buttons also have a generic button script, and that's what you should be assessing. So every time these things change, you want to be able to show a different type of data about it, right? So the sky zones, there we are, right? There are, I think, three sky zones, right? Three skylight, and there's the yellow, the blue, and the red. Red is for physical damage. It influences physical damage and combat advantage damages. Uh, you have sound and advantage damage, and you have condition and damage and stuff like that, right? I'll provide these from inside of the data. I have a different file that I can just copy these and just drop them. Actually, I'm just gonna do that right now. Right, again, you don't have to have like this exact information. It's a prototype thing. You just want to set something up that looks like this, and let me review this right now, right? And let me, and you guys can let me know how that is for you guys. Is it too difficult, too easy, or I mean, it's good if it's too easy. um yeah, just review this and let me know if you guys are able to set the project up in the first place and things like that. So again, thanks for joining us, and I hope to hear from you guys pretty soon. Bye bye.